Hey guys, it's Marwan Bambley here. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I got a few questions on my last video about line quality, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. So what we're gonna do today is sketch on that piece of paper right there. And by the way, this is my setup right here for when I record videos. It's quite an arrangement right there. But it works fine. So I have my GoPro attached with a suction cup on my iMac, and it's pointing straight down to right there. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do in this video. I hope you're going to learn something. If you have any questions, as usual, write in the comments below and I'll be happy to try and answer them. Alright, now let's get to it. Alright, so we have our blank sheet of paper here, and today I'm actually using marker paper, believe it or not, because I have so many of them and I thought I have to use them eventually, so why not do it now when we're only gonna sketch lines with a big pen. That makes sense. But we're probably gonna add some markers eventually in this sketch anyway. So the thing today I want to talk about is line quality and how you get smooth lines and how you fill in the same line over and over again and make them go parallel like that. That was obviously my intention, to make them go parallel and not hit the same line. Anyway, we want to make some exercises to just connect these lines, for example. So we make two dots like this. We keep our eyes on the first dot. We ghost sketch on top of this dot. By ghost sketching, I mean basically just hovering with a pen over this mark, so you have that set, and once that's complete, once you know you're gonna hit that mark, you move your eyeballs and stare at number 2 over here. So this is number 1 and now we want to try to intersect these two. So I'm ghost sketching here, and now I'm moving my eyeballs to number 2. Close enough. The thing is, when you look at this point, it's easier to hit it, even though you sketch the line really fast. It's way easier to hit it if you have your eyes locked on this point. It's the same when you're driving. So when you're driving on the highway, you want to keep your eyes focused far away, on a point far away where you're going to go. I think it's the same thing with these lines. You want to keep your eyes on the dot. So go sketch over dot number 1 and look at dot number 2, and then we just want to intersect these. And the thing is, with hitting the same line over and over again, I think that is just, you know, it just comes down to practice. You just got to do it every single day and just practice it, and it will come. That's all I have to say about that, because you can't expect to hit the same line over and over again if you haven't practiced it. That's just not gonna work. It's gonna take time to learn whatever it is you want to learn, and if you're willing to put in the time, I'm sure you're gonna get to where you want to be, sketching wise, or whatever it is you're trying to do. Just put in the time and have patience, and everything will be fine. So what's another exercise we can do with these dots here? We can make like parallel lines as well, and by that you just want to keep making straight lines like this. And I'm kind of focusing my eyes on this area when I do this. I know the pen is going to start over here somewhere, because I can see that my pen is here even though I'm looking here, and I just want to try and make this line go parallel to the other lines that I already made. And what I'm trying to think about exercises you can do to improve your sketching line quality. And this is probably the number 1 exercise that I would recommend you doing. And I think it's going to help you a lot. So if you do this for 10 minutes every single day, and you keep a journal and you look back after 365 days on your first sheet of paper, and you look at your last on the day 365. You look at that piece of paper, you're going to see a massive improvement. I can guarantee you that. So yeah, I think that's about it. It was a short video. I mean, if you want, we can make some cool sketches here now since we're up and running. We can, for example, make some cubes. Good practice. Cubes are always good practice. So, as you know, I'm not a big fan of making grid lines and setting up perspective lines and so on. So I'm just gonna freestyle this cube. And we can make some cylinders. This is basically what a warm-up page is going to look like. Just connect different shapes, different designs. Try to figure out what it is you want to sketch as you go here, because sometimes you just start out sketching and you really don't know what you're doing. That happens a lot. That's why all my sketches end up being cars, because that's the first thing that comes to mind when I think about what it is I want to sketch. Because, I mean, cars. It's a lot of fun to sketch cars. I can do that all day. We can add some chamfer up here if you want to. Maybe you continue this shape to make something weird down here. You know, just play around with it. And remember to have fun. That's the whole point of sketching. Just have fun with it and don't take it too seriously. And I'm sure you will reach your goals. We can also add some line weight. So line weight is really important when you only have the pen, for example, to sketch, and you don't have any markers and you want to show weight to an object. You want to keep the basic rules of line weight is to keep the lines that are facing down, make them thicker than all the other lines. So you want to make the lines that are facing down towards the ground, you want to make those a bit thicker than all the other lines in your sketch. So for example, here we have this whole thing down here. And you can see, like, immediately it makes a big difference. It gives it weight, and it gives it direction, and helps guide whoever is looking at the sketch to figure out what it is you're sketching. I still don't know what this is, but you get the point. Let's add some markers just for fun. So let's see what we have here. We have a yellow marker. We have let's do blue. So I'm gonna I have these blues here. Hopefully they are of the that's a cool one. Let's see what this does. Okay. Let's start with a light one and see if we can do something cool. I'm really going to make this real fast and not worry about if I miss the lines or go over the lines or something like that. Don't really care. So you see what I mean by marker paper? This is what I don't like about it. It gets so I don't know, it's too slick, or like the marker is sliding around too easily on marker paper, and I really don't like that. I like to have some friction when I sketch with markers, and this just looks weird, honestly. I don't even think this looks any good at all. Maybe when it dries, I'm not sure, but I would rather have... So if we do, let me show you, if we do the same thing, here we have some piece of paper. If we do that same thing here, on this paper. This is not marker paper. Let's move that. We're going completely off topic here, but I don't care. So let's do the same thing right here. This is the cheapest printing paper you can find. And let's add some marker to this. You can even hear the difference because the surface is more rough, and it just grabs the color of the marker better than marker paper. I mean, it might be my marker paper that's messed up, but I think it's the Canson or Copic marker paper. So it should be good stuff. I mean, it totally depends on what your preference is, of course. I just like cheap printing paper a lot better than marker paper. You can add some stuff, shading onto this. I'm only using one marker. You can still do a lot of shading with just one marker depending on the speed. Alright, so I think that is all for this video. Let's just add some line weight to this one. Right down here. Actually, this is easier if we make an ellipse. Just fill that in. So I'm gonna stop talking right now. It's been a fun video. Jump from one topic to another, but it's alright. I hope you learned something, and if you like this kind of videos, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take it easy.